That we can. Yeah, pile up. Your goal is to increase the population of your island as much as possible. Alright, as your island's population increases, your island will level up. Increase population, need to build houses. The building below, using left click. Alright, portable house, small house. Actually, small house. Home office and a gardenless house. Now the small house look. Place the cursor anywhere on the island and press left click to place the building. That's indeed a very small house. And don't ask why there are 3 people inside, eh? No. Uh-huh. Oh, now it actually gets into some semblance of house there, alright. Very small though. How about if we get this then? Okay. Deselect using right click. Alright, more control over your land and you can move camera. Rotate camera left click. Alright, that's kind of like a little the usual stuff there, right? R to rotate buildings. Well, I guess when we do this, there we go. Place these buildings as you want using left click. Sure. I mean, rotating them kind of doesn't really need much. The deck building part is the house building, man. This keeps going there, alright. But if I log this one out, okay, nothing really much happens there. God, not that optimal with that. Population hits certain milestones, you get factories, so you can keep developing your city. Alright, sure. House factory. I'll generate a house until it drains out. Alright. Every factory gives you buildings of its own type. Can't pass the turn without placing every building you have. Alright, let's see. That motivates towards you at them, son. Serious questions right there. Can you actually build it that way? Oh. Just be honest with them. Actually goes down that way, alright. As each one of your buildings, you can pause the turn by pressing space and clicking at the bottom right. Alright, sure. Every factory gives you buildings of its own type. The gas tank, danger explosive. Monka is. Building can explode when in contact with igniting buildings like electricity. Okay, I see. See the bubbles over your houses. Yep. These are needs of your buildings. Keep your people happy, you need to provide those needs. Pretty angry at the moment since the requirements aren't being provided. Can make your people happy, you'll get kicked out. And finally, sometimes people die, can't make dead people happy. Unlucky. Requirement buildings provide needs. Some buildings can have their own situations. Situations are usually really important and require focus. Read the warning by hovering your mouse over it. Explosive. This building cannot be destroyed. And this one is a solid. However, we can even build this one there. So can we now put this on it since it's solid? Let's do it this way maybe. Big house. Shift to speed up animations. I see. Control to use top-down camera. A roof. I can place any object on top of this building. Park on the roof. Alright, sure. There we go. Because you'll need to make choices when your population hits certain milestones. Then you'll select an action factory with risky buildings. Dump. Tossed around, even you still have a stack of building left by destroying them. Isolate it, keeps the buildings rather than destroying them. Population of buildings under roof buildings increased by 50%. See. Rare special buildings. Wait. Keeps the buildings rather than destroying them. Let's see if that works. Action buildings give you great advantages if you use them right, but they can also bring your doom to them. Special buildings, on the other hand, are really powerful buildings. Some even able to change how the game works. Okay, one select now. 3 casino. Changes a building which can curse or bless your day when played. Sure. This factory will generate 3 casinos. Alright, sure. And generate house until it drains out. Sure. Oh, she got money. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. That's very nice of you. Thank you, sir. How are you doing? Build your own island. Wish you explosion-free days. The needs part I need to get. City blueprint. Cinema. Platform. Can break physics rules if you rode them. Buildings cannot be destroyed. That's the casino, alright. Don't really have much yet. Let's see, alright. That's how it goes, Thank you, Gastabania. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Monthly allowance feels very good. Feels very good, They'll stay on. They're already starting to get your info. And they're not gonna recruit you, at least they're gonna sell your information then. It's gonna be some headhunters after that, you know, like coming for you. But maybe that's a good idea, actually. You know. Yeah, thank you, Gastabania, thank you. Yeah, this month has actually been very important. We be moving. And once I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. One moment. Oof. 1 sec. There we go. Alright. Captura. Get the captura. Croissants. Nice, ultra nice. Yeah, we bought some like hobo croissants here. Yeah, like kind of like, you know, if you know the 7 days ones, kind of like those. The hobo ones, you just buy them like per kilo or something. The individually packed thingies. It's actually pretty good, locally produced. Pretty good. I just bought a bunch. Now one second, close the window. I think my friend, I guess, turned off the heating. Now it's actually kinda, you know, when the sun is gone. That's good though. Otherwise, it was already kind of too warm at night sometimes. Do you guess why I do it? Cheap alternative to 7 days? Well, that's basically kind of like local cheap alternative to that. Yeah, so yeah, I got the another these boys. And get some other books in. Another power bank arrived there. It's now for tomorrow's gonna be the IRL stream, and day after tomorrow too. So there's gonna be a whole bunch of IRL in. It's a big, well, I mean, that's just the box is that big. Kinda need to secure it, you know, properly, because that's a massive one. You don't want the power bank to get damaged or something too much. Otherwise, it's gonna be poof. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big poof. Alright. Let's see. It's the same as I already have. Same I already use. I think I showed that one before. The Bazios one. And the glorious Chinese technology. Like packed really nicely and all. This, I guess, with all the cables and stuff. There they are. Like you need a lot of cables here anyway. So maybe actually take some of this cardboard and try to come up with something, some protection from the sun for the GoPro. No, this actually not really. Oof. It's not that big, yeah? That we don't need them. That's again the case. And there's the boy. Yeah, it's exactly the same I already had. The smart one. Oof. There it is. 84% charged. So gonna charge it some more. Actually, I can already put it there. I already can put it there. Let's see. Oh, actually, let me see. Maybe does it work with my? Will it charge my phone again now? Has the pass-through charging too, which is nice. Technically should work. So you can like basically charge the power bank and at the same time charge something through power bank. Oh, wait a second. USB-C to USB-C. Oh, actually, yeah, that's good. Got confused for a second. Alright. Nothing burns yet. Alright, there we go. Oh, I was already, phone already was off. Let's see what I'm gonna turn on. It like shows you how how much it will actually work. How long will it work? So like with this, or with this amount of draw, it's gonna last you for 4 hours basically. Now that's 43 minutes. That's some giga draw though, but that I think is because it's like the supercharger on. They got the giga charge, yeah it is, the speed charging. So with this one, it's gonna 5 hours already. All right. Yeah, went for night volts here. A 9 volts, 1.2 amperes. All right, good. So it works. That's all that matters. Gonna charge it then. So tomorrow I'm gonna have the dual wielding power banks. Well, actually, I have a third one, even a smaller one though, and that's gonna be like the emergency supply. All right, one sec. The charger, see if possible works. Seems like pass-through actually works. As long as it doesn't burn or anything, we're good. We good. Alright. There we go. See ya tomorrow. I think my regular streaming time. I'm just gonna do IRL. Oh, kinda regular. Like give or take. Gonna go to the train station, get the tickets. Train I think is like 55 minutes after my usual time. And then we'll see if I'll be able to stream from train actually. Yeah, we'll see how that will go. Hopefully. 2 SIM cards might be not that crazy good. With the train streaming, but hope, baby. See, like this one is really nice. I already did this one, used this one from my IRL streams. Yeah, it does have up to 100 watts output if you want to charge some laptops or something with this one actually. But yeah, it's 20,000 milliampere hours. So, and it's also like with this power, it is actually like flight compatible, so you can take it on the flights without extra permissions or something. Because more than, oh, I forgot actually how much was it, the number. Yeah, it's 74 watt hours. I think below 100 watt hours or something is available to take on the plane. If you have more, then you need to get like special permission, I think. How many dollars? 55? Something like that for this boy. There are like cheaper versions if you don't need like, you know, like the giga power. There's also like different version of this one. This one is Bazio's Blade. Bazio's Blade, what's the proper name of this one? Blade something. Basically Bazio's Blade 20k. That is HD version, and HD version is the high density, so it's smaller. It's the same, you know, power, the same capacity, but it's smaller. Not lighter, but smaller. Buy that and live in a tent. Well, you'll need to charge it every once in a while though anyway. You'll need to charge it anyway at some point in the tent. And no matter what. Boy, it's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. It's like phone it can charge like, well, technically like my IRL stream the longest one so far. I haven't done that many, right? But so far was like 3-4 hours, I think, close to 4. And I had camera, one of the phones, the device that, you know, does the streaming thingy. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, that basically like pretty much all set up was like still at like 46% left. So while I was setting up and everything, so like basically like for 7 hours probably you should be like powering it, no problems. Now I have 2, but also like when it's already like, you know, long one, then you kind of have, you know, second phone already gonna start kind of losing the charge. And the microphones I use, they're also wireless. They also, I think, like 6-7 hours and then they gone. So yeah, kind of like second one is more to make it sure that it runs, you know, like 7-8 hours if needed, the whole setup. It should. It's because, yeah, tomorrow is gonna be like, if the train connection will be decent, then it's gonna be like 3-something hours train. There's gonna be some really nice views and stuff, if it actually gonna work properly. Shouldn't be like too many people there too. I think I'm gonna just like maybe like try to just stay somewhere near the entrance, near the doors, and just like stream from there, because everyone just like normal people will try to go in and sit down, right? So I'm just gonna like try to stay there. And no one's gonna be there. And no one smokes there too. Like back home, usually in those in the regular old trains, people just smoke in those places, even though it's forbidden. Here, I think, considering it's only 2 cars usually, and you know, like the train people, train officials, are walking around all the time. No one smokes there. But this train actually has a smoke break, official smoke break, like 30-minute stop somewhere. Not always in the middle. I think it's kind of like whenever basically, you know, the train driver wants to smoke, then it's gonna be the smoke break pretty much. Like around 30 minutes or something, and they just like stay somewhere. And everyone goes for a smoke. Let's go recommended probably. Rotate orbitally. Drag camera center, move camera center, reset camera. Alright. Question mark. What's up? Question mark who? Oh, there's multiple orbital cameras still. Still living in the 80s with the smoke breaks and train, yeah? Well, I mean, that's a very, like, small train. It's literally 2 cars, basically. It's, like, not you know, like, some sort of, like, back home, like, we are, like, train with, like, 8 to 10 carts, and that shit goes, like, between my district and the center every 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. And there's constantly, you know, like, going and stuff, and they try to go as fast as possible. Just hold somewhere and smoke. I think they try to do it, you know, when there is like, you know, some proper sort of like stop arranged, but actually not sure. No, not in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. I mean, it'll be kind of hard to get out of train if in the middle of nowhere, right? Because it's kind of like tall for that. But yeah, that's how it goes. Like we had it when we were going from Yerevan here, and I think my friend also had that when he was going from Yerevan here. Like he was arriving earlier before us in like early August, and or July even, and we were arriving late August. So yeah, they do have that. They do have that. Even though, to be honest, I don't know why exactly, but I think it's more for people. Like the train driver can just like smoke from the train, I guess, right? If they really want to, they have like isolated a room there. But I mean, there is also like, you know, most of the train kind of going outside to smoke, so I guess that's why, really. And yeah, it's like 3 hour, you know, ride, 3-something hours. There's Express One. Express One doesn't have the smoke break, doesn't have any stops, and that one goes for 2 hours. It's also because Like the distance is small. Like if you go by car, you will be there like in an hour and a half maybe. It's like 100 and something kilometers. Yeah, but train takes a while. Well, now it's possible the smoke. No, it's 30 minutes I think. Around like 20-30 minutes smoke break. The rest is just like all the stops. Like when it goes with all the stops takes a while. Like it doesn't really drop the speed. Speed, especially like on this like last fragment here before us, I think is like really slow because like mountains, you know, the railroad is not in the best super best condition, so it goes very slow. It's the same trains we have at home. Well, I mean they're made there basically, and they go quite faster back home. Yeah, we can. What's exactly rotate camera? This might be better. I can lay this more. Let's try. Stackland, damn son. One and only. One and only. Alright, sure. The Witchland with the app, I guess. Rectaland, game mode, regular, chill, sandbox. Okay, regular, fine. Ah, okay, this I need to unlock. I see. Nice, guess the body, nice. Feels good, man. Smoked in 5 years. I do sometimes when we're drinking, like, which is like once a month, I guess. I do yoink my friend Siggy's. Just when drinking. Other than that, like, I quit like a long time ago. I think I was like 22 or something. After like 8 years of smoking, I quit. Kind of like low-key was hoping that friend, like he switched from ciggies to like you know those. I don't know if you have those, like they call like ICOS and stuff like that, like the tobacco heating systems. So like first initially it was like, you know, this like kind of plastic pen that you get like this like short little ciggy injected, and that pen inside has this like metal needle that kind of heats the tobacco inside, and you just like, you know, smoke it like a regular cigarette. It's just kind of, you know, there's no burning, so it's kind of like considered healthier. Well, I mean, I guess it is because there's no literal burning, but probably still not super healthy anyway, right? And now I think they made it even danker. Now the basically this like stick, kind of the cigarette, it has the metal needle inside already. So like the pack you buy, like those ciggies inside, they already have that needle, or like metal plate basically. So you insert it in this like heating system, and that heating system works as induction stove. It basically, with magnets, it heats up the metal plate inside the cigarette, and that basically, you know, heats up the tobacco. So it's like the Giga systems, man. So he bought himself that stuff, and I was kind of hoping, all right, now that he's with this, like you can't really like it also, like, you know, I like the smoke basically. I like water pipe, for example, for that reason, because smoke is tasty and smoke is a lot, you know. You could take a drag on the water pipe and there's just like, feels good, man. Regular cigarettes kind of like the same feel, really. I don't know. And this Lidl shit is like just like barely any smoke. It tastes like shit. I don't know why would you even. They just quit already at this point. Why are you even smoking this shit? Yeah, but he doesn't want to quit yet. He already did before with me, but then with other friends he returned back. And he like smokes this thingy now, and you can't just smoke those, right? It's like the metal plate inside and everything. Like you can't really just like, you know, smoke it like a regular cigarette. So I was like, all right, you're gonna switch to this stuff, so I'm gonna just like not even smoke when I'm drinking, because, you know, I will have no one to yank ciggies from. But he still has some. He still has some because when he's outside, when he's not at home, basically, he still smokes the regular cigarettes. So I still have someone to yank them from. But yeah, blame my friend with his water pipe. he was smoking it all the time, and whenever we were gathering to drink some beer and stuff, he always had it. It just kind of like created this like connection, you know, with drinking beer. Well, there is water pipe there. And when there is no water pipe, then, well, I kind of already, you know, got the connection with that smoke. So I was kind of still drinking the ciggies. But it's like, I don't know, it's like 5 a month, I guess, or something. $30 ciggies. Yeah, if he would be like, all right, I'm not going to give you any, just buy yours, then I wouldn't. Then I wouldn't even do that anyway. Cigarettes here are actually kind of cheap, though, I think. I think Marlboro he was buying $1.50, I think, for the usual 20-pack. And there's also local, but actually local cigarettes are not like cheaper, to be honest, or something. I don't know how good they are. Like no one, I was kind of like, you know, expecting maybe the friend will be interested to try, but no, he's actually kind of like very, he doesn't like the experiments, I guess, let's put it that way. Latvian hello. The game of the year, which one? The Smoothie? Nah, I don't think so. It would be kind of curious to try, but I can also expect, you know, there'll be a lot of like PPGs going around and stuff with it, so like, nah, whatever. I would be kind of curious for scientific, you know, perspective to see how that will be. Yeah, Latvian, basically. Let's see, stay by say. Yeah, that's like what that's also a problem with moving to these regions. Like cigarettes here are like the same or even cheaper than at home. Like, well, why we kind of even started smoking back when we were kids? Well, because you know, like cool kids, and you attract that kind of people. I think that they're gonna just be attracted not by the game's content, but the fact of the game, you know, being there. I mean, trust me, like the activists on Twitter and stuff gonna be hunting that shit down probably. So yeah, when we were kids, back at Siggy's, it was probably like when I was already in college, basically, right? When I was already like when I finished school and stuff, went to college, I was buying Winston, and the pack of Winston was 20 rubles, and back then that was kind of 50 cents probably or something. And there were some other ones that we were buying when we were even younger before finishing school. Those were like 25 or 30 cents. There was always like shit like Belamor Canal, for example, or Prima. And that shit was like, dude, like 10 cents or something. But those are like, those are basically, you know, like the grandpa in the village, you know, like smoking. They have no filter. They're called papirosa basically instead of like cigarette. They just have like half of it is, you know, tobacco filled. Half of it is just like dense paper thingy. You just kind of like, you know, make it like flat, and there you go. Basically, the stoners, the weed enjoyers buy those usually. That I think why all this brand even was alive, because stoners were buying that stuff. They were removing all this like tobacco from there and just like putting the weed in. That's pretty much the only reason that existed, I guess. And maybe some old dudes, maybe like the super old school people. We actually bought those a few times. Nope. Like at some point I remember we had like, oh yeah, I think it was like, you know, like the 9th of May, like the day in the celebration of the World War II victory and stuff. Every year we were like forced to do some sort of like, you know, acts on scene and everything. A portable hello, like staging some act basically. They were usually like the veterans of the war there coming to watch, right? And we were like making some like war themed or like something like that, you know, scene. So like we were supposed to be like me and someone else, I don't remember, like we were basically like 4 dudes. Like 2 of us were like, you know, supposed to be like Soviet soldiers and 2 of us like German soldiers. And I also was supposed like to become old at the end of the scene and supposed to be standing with my son, you know, kinda. Like we had like a short dude who was basically my son. They got to use the flower or something to make me kind of like look, you know, to make gray hair. That was a pain to wash that shit later though. Holy fuck, dude. But yeah, we also like bought those like little cigarettes for like there was like, supposed to be like a scene where we're like, you know, sharing that cigarette or something. So we had a pack of that trash. And then we kind of like, they let us out of school basically to like go get something. I don't remember. And we were like, oh shit, can go. Does anyone has cigarettes? And like, nope. Well, we have this trash. Ah, man. Well, I mean, let's smoke this stuff. So we smoked that shit. It was like, ugh. And then we're coming back and there's our teacher, like one of our male teachers. He's like corrupt as fuck and like a really shady dude. He was like, what you guys were doing there? Like, we just went to the store and got asked. Probably were smoking or something. Want me to report to your parents? And they were like, no, we weren't smoking. Alright, like, breathe at me and stuff. We did, and he's like, that smells like some shit. The fuck were you doing, guys? It's not weed, it's not cigarettes. What is this? And I was like, told you we weren't smoking, man. So yeah, it was quite something, man, those ciggies. Those were quite something. At this point, I think actually not even parents knew anyway. Wasn't that big of a deal. Isn't that big of a thing in the UK? I see. Back home is less. Still quite. Guys in Telnyashka bidding in fountains. That is the Paratroopers Day. It's 2nd of August. My dad was a paratrooper. 2nd of August, that's their day. They all put their Telnyashkas on and go to the parks to bathe in fountains, to eat watermelons and drink, and then like beat people, you know, and do other fun activities. That's the separate thing. My dad there was part of that stuff. That he went once, like his dad, my grandfather was like, yo dude, like you served paratroopers, man, it's your day, let's go celebrate. They give free watermelons, dude, let's go. So he like went, grabbed the free watermelon and basically peaced out. Otherwise there's a fiesta, dude, every 2nd of August. Basically, if it's 2nd of August, you kind of like, depending on your like nation, depending on your looks and stuff, you might not want to go like in parks and stuff, you know. Let's put it that way. Let's see, guess about let's see. 3, 4. Yeah, when I stopped, and that was 2008. Actually, no, wait. I smoked until I finished college. So 2010 probably. Around that time, I guess. Yeah, in 2009 I finished college. 2010, 2011 maybe I quit smoking. Decent stuff was $1.50 probably. That's basically how it costs here nowadays. What my friends were buying. Hey, here people smoke a lot. Like all the, it's actually like more expensive to vape here. Like a lot of like people who went from Russia here and stuff, they want, you know, they were vaping, and now buying like liquid or something like this is ridiculous here. Super expensive. See, focus, I see. I mean, that's a good thing to do, I think. It's a good thing to do. My friend actually also like at home quit like smoking water pipe at this point because that shit is expensive though. Like we used to go, I remember, to like this like market where they sell the tobacco for water pipes, all the accessories, everything. And a lot of that was kind of like, you know, avoiding taxes, let's put it that way. Like it didn't have this like, you know, like called it acciz, like the tax for tobacco basically. So they don't, you know, like stamp them, they don't pay that tax, it just kind of like smuggled in pretty much all that tobacco. That shit was like cheap and that was good. But then they started, you know, fighting that more. So the stamped one with the tax paid and stuff is like twice as expensive. And those that are not stamped, sometimes you can get easily like some fake shit. Like my friend like loved to save money, right? So he went and he bought like a whole package of like, it was called like actually like Marilyn Monroe, I think, tobacco. I forgot the brand. Was it Sherbetli or was it something? Or was it... No, I forgot the name already of that one. You basically bought a whole package and it all was fake. So you just like putting it and it's just like, dude, that's like garbage. Like money just like down the drain. And yeah, after some time, he's already like, he's quitting now. He's like too expensive now, even for the water pipe. Because you need to buy coal, you need to buy tobacco, you know, and that shit is like way more expensive than usual ciggies. But yeah, I can tell from experience, like, that for most of the people I know, at least, like, financial part is the main reason. Like, I did quit because at one point I even remember it was like some winter evening. I was like going, like, we were every day we were just like going outside to hang out with friends, just like sitting around basically, you know, talking and stuff. Like not like, you know, going out somewhere, just like sitting on the bench basically, you know, hanging out. And I was going back home and I just like started coughing randomly. Like not sick or something, and I was like, dude, that's just kinda, maybe it's time to, you know, start quitting that shit. And I already was actually, yeah, like what helped me was that I lived like in another part of the city. With like I moved to my grandma basically from my parents, because I mean I had my own proper room and stuff there finally. So I just kind of moved to my grandma and was an hour away from my friends, so I was like seeing them less, and everyone smokes there. And then with my grandma, and grandma has asthma and stuff, so I wasn't like, I mean I was smoking first there, like at night mostly when she's asleep, you know, or when I go outside. So then I was like, well, you know, might as well just fucking quit it then. And I did. And so far since then, I think those people who did quit, they quit for financial reasons. So that stuff actually does help a lot. Oh, the Sigis in the army, oh, those have legends around them. I think one of my friend brought some from army. Oof. That was something, man. Yeah, that was kind of like, you know, smoking some like dry grass or something, mostly. And I know how smoking dry grass tastes. I know how smoking tea tastes. I know how smoking a lot of things tastes. As welcome to an interesting childhood, dude. Huh? I wonder if it makes sense to kind of like try to get them out of bounds a little. Before if you build too much, it'll just fall or something. Wait, dip? What's dip? Like snooze or something? Well, that's why. You can actually check. I mean, some people probably know what that is. Huh? It's like take snooze, but also infuse it with ash. Because alkaline ash increase the speed of absorption of nicotine in your bloodstream and everything. So it hits way harder and way faster. We had some people who were doing that shit in school. I tried. Ooh, that was bad. We were also drinking at the same time, basically. I like puked all over my friend's balcony, I remember. That was quite something. Well, first time I tried it, I didn't puke. It was I managed, but second time we also were drinking and stuff. So since then, never tried that shit. And I think now this stuff is also illegal already. Yeah, back then it was like on the marketplace. You go like to the spice section, you get it. Because a lot of like working immigrants from like the Middle Asia and stuff use that shit. So you could just like go to the marketplace and get it from them, no problems. More Dragon's Dogma? Nope. Not yet, not yet. I finished Thaumaturge, so now Dragon's Dogma will take over Mondays. But we'll see. Some Mondays will be probably taken over by other stuff because I have like less than 2 weeks left here. Like I think last Monday, I might actually either last Monday or like on last weekend or something. I might do like, you know, the Armenian food stream that I promised, right? Gonna like get some of that food on stream and gonna get some, you know, like photos and everything to get some, you know, maybe like the tier list or something, you know. I see that, alright. That sounds good, why not? Reach the main city. Oh, no, I didn't. I did get like to like the bigger sort of town, but not the main city yet. See what I say. Yeah, I mean, so far from what I played, I did like it. So I will be down absolutely to return. But we'll see. Maybe I do actually. We'll kind of actually like skip it until we move already. Because right now, brain just kind of already like halfway in. You know, with all the moves and stuff. I'll be doing some IRL streaming now too. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Then I kind of still want to do IRL. Man, it sucks that the Ferris wheel not gonna be on yet, most likely. I wanted to stream from that one. But probably too early for it to start. But yeah, there's still like the Black Fortress and some other things I want to visit here. That I want to IRL stream. From Ferris wheel, yeah, that would be amazing. But I doubt it's gonna be on yet, because they turn like the attractions in the park are basically closed in the winter. Well, and full stock is both basically. So you do everything. A nice hook is nice. Yep, gonna do some tomorrow. Hopefully, connection allow me to smoke. Smoke. Speaking of all the smoke breaks in the train, stream from the train, on the go. That would be very nice. This one now kind of can't really build here. I see. All right, that's not that optimal. This way I still can go though. Oh, now it's the special ones, right? Factory that generates support building is a generate house until it rains out. Generate requirement buildings until it rains out. Sure. That will do. Kind of thinking about maybe keeping one corner because there might be something explosive or something. Yeah, there it is. Explosive. Now where do we put this one? Oh, that's the platform. Okay, I see. That goes this way. Ah, that might be actually kind of nice, right? For explosive shit. Yeah, like what if I put the explosive on it? And then try to maybe expand it there. This will do. There we go. Nice, Steve, nice. Good luck. Good luck. But yeah, IRL streaming I'm gonna be like before we leave, I'm gonna try to do a bunch of IRL streaming. Now then after, when we arrive to Georgia, then I will see. I might not gonna be like pumping it too much first. Kinda want also to like, you know, well actually like Batumi to be honest has a lot of stuff. Even just walking around should be cool. But yeah, still gonna like return probably to a bit less of it. To not overdo. Alright, so this one is igniting. This one we don't want to have close to explosive. People happy. Wait, what's this one actually doing then? Get this one. We'll be in Georgia 16th. 16th we're already gonna be going. Most likely, unless something changes. But most likely because I already booked everything. Already got like the driver on the board. So soon. Leaking and destroy what's below it next turn. Excluding the same building or solid buildings. People happy once again. Hey, Course alone. This one is not necessarily like super new. It's actually quite out for a while already. But I mean, yeah, for me, sort of new. Yeah, but I guess we can do it here. Nice. Perfect. People happy. Good. Roof. Alright, so this we need to build on top of some a massive tower. Okay, how big this roof is? Quite big. Oh, this one provides like the satisfaction for those who enjoy some plants. I see. Oh, there's a lot actually. So how about to try to build a bunch of stuff here. The Twitchville. There we go. Factolen for every 3 factory drained. The casino. Alright, sure. If I keep these going. That was which one? House factory. Let's try this roof here. It's actually not gonna be reaching everything if I put it here. Need a bit lower. Can I just like put it on this pillar? It's still too high, I think. I could, but then I can't build anything there. Yeah, it's not gonna reach everyone. Come on. Yeah, if we get this one, I'm not gonna be able to build stuff on top. But also at the same time, maybe we'll just get something else there. There's a bunch of requirements people have there. I guess this is where I needed that explosive thing. Over here I need to put it. Maybe that wasn't the best idea to put it there because it doesn't cover anything. And this factory will generate 3 casino. Son. Building some kick in our Twitch wheel. We should actually build it somewhere here. Like houses with the population should build somewhere else. The factory is on another side. So the fuel was... not the fuel, but the igniting thing, I think I kind of already isolated, sorta. Even before I don't, we'll see, I guess. What if we can build over that roof? So we're not building on the roof, but you know. Are we gonna use that roof then? Or maybe next turn. Oh yeah, we do need a lot of fuel here, seemingly. How can I fit this in? Uh-huh. Piggy Island there. Another home office there, let's go. Can we connect? It's gonna be a little off. Ooh, lack of electricity now here. Yeah, now we can start building between. Easy life. Okay, this already gets a little too tall though, I'm afraid. Let's build under that roof there. Because they still get like some good points. Boom. Alright, casino, what does that do? Here is building which can curse or bless your day when played. Monica is... unlucky. Well, shit. Dipped. Ignites itself when placed. Building unstable effect might have devastating consequences. Oh, so gonna explode some stuff. This way. Bonk. I mean, it wasn't too bad, I guess. I wonder if garden still works, seems like. Apartment complex. people happy. Come on. Still enough smiley faces. Oh, do we still have some space there? We do. Went this way. Another turn. I can get some lucky casinos this time. Oh shit. Alright, factory produces requirements. That's good, huh? So we can get more of that fuel and other things there. Alright, where do we get this? Where do we build this then? Need to use this to fill some gaps. Navigate that a bit better, but fine. Yeah, we do have some gaps here. Seems like. Come on down. Fine, I guess. Feel something here. There probably is a bunch of space there. Yeah, there we go. Get him. That's more production facilities. Some of these get like drained, so like later I guess I can just destroy them. Let's try to do it that way maybe. Try to build this like staircase here. Not sure if that's gonna be a good idea, but why not? It's gonna try to build them the way they're gonna affect less whenever it's gonna be time to explode something. Alright, we're getting there. I guess I kind of need to reach the max population without kind of getting too unhappy. Oh, there we go. Another park. Electric generator. Let's go. Okay, who's like in electricity still, boys? Okay, we need some on the lower level there. Sort of, Steve. Sort of, that looks like it. I could use this. Yeah, this seems good, huh? Nice. Got more people happy. This electricity now here too. Come on. I need to get some parking viewers still. Did count as happy or sad? Oh, that cannot be happy. So I think they actually kind of do count as sad. Huh? Yeah, since we kind of like 56%. Yeah, they're not very happy. The rise of the Ronin. I heard about like a lot of stuff about it, sorta. It did seem interesting from the announcement. Now I hear everyone is saying it's just way to think. Not necessarily in a good way, and I'm not sure. But I mean, it's still PlayStation only, right? So kinda. There's a miss. There's a miss for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind them. I would unironically not mind them. I'm gonna get the small ones in there. If I can. God, I need more electricity too now. Come on. Let me fit this one in there. There should be space there. I wish I could like zoom in and do stuff on this mode. I can turn, but I don't think I can zoom. Can before that just puts, yeah, just the pillar. Okay, that's the annoying part. It would be nice to hunt down some like holes where we can actually put this, like this one there. But apparently that doesn't work. Okay, there's some greens and jewelry here too. Let's get the roof. This only takes one. This only one. I'd rather get this though. Super garden. Alright, this is gonna be if I will need to explode something. Let's try that way. Okay, electricity, good, eh? There's a lot of people missing electricity here. Perfect placement, hell yeah. Another casino. And one case. Casino on top of casino. Yeah, that's a good one. But this time, statue provides needs of every building in range. Oh. Damn, son. That's a good statue. Just put one statue and everyone happy. Boom. The last chance to get the tickets. Monkeys. Oh, let me see. Can I? Can I? Let me check real quick. I'll try, I'll try. Let me see if I can. Where am I there even? Let me check. One moment. Just gonna do it real quick. Oh, sorry. Alright, game, don't actually try to put stuff down. Thank you, thank you. Did you just open twice? Why? Are you opening me? Double the ESO, brother. I don't need it twice. The Fiesta immediately after? What is up? What's gonna be after though? What will we need to do after? I'm gonna miss one day probably because like tomorrow I can do it in the morning. And when I return on Sunday I can do it again, but Saturday I'm probably gonna miss. Alright, 1 second. I can do it real quick. Let's see, one moment. I'm just gonna do it real quick. Can I see somewhere where I have the how many event tickets I have? Whatever. Imagine opening it twice. Yeah. Oh, the Pipiega, man, the Pipiega Fiesta. I'm gonna do it real quick. Pretty fast. Except... I think I did it wrong, eh? Kuk. The introduction quest till I get the kuk. Like the event introduction stuff. I needed to get the tickets, and that's it? Or will there gonna be like more stuff going on? Or will there be like different quests now or something? Or what will you need to do actually? How will that go? Alright, now I got it properly. I just PP get it before. I have like the quest NPC just running after me because I didn't do quests here. I don't know if he's actually detecting me when I'm trying to doing this stuff. Yeah, I'll do event till day later. It's just like the Saturday I gotta miss then because I'm gonna be in Yerevan. I really and all. Guaranteed mount fragment. Ooh, and before missing one day I'm not gonna be getting it, right? Will I? Will I? Okay, sorry, I just like real quick doing a little bit of a quest. And it's just like 1 minute. So each will have the... Each will give you the box, but only one box gonna have... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, once per day. Alright. Unlucky. I thought maybe... actually, I'm still not gonna be able to open it. Open it then, because I'm not gonna be... I could take the laptop with me, but... Not sure how good that connection is in his guest house from IRL streams and all. I was thinking about keeping it here and just sending my IRL stream to here. Just as I usually do it, really. Alright, event tickets 12 out of 12. Good. Got need to remember to use it. I think I had 9 before I just like did the quest and overdid it. Whatever. Don't think so though. Alright. Oh, you buy others from tickets. Oh, I see. Alright. Oh, you can buy from other people too. Alright. Interesting. Come on, I actually should like buy stuff, build stuff around there. Just so we can get more value out of that statue there. But I still might. Just build it that way and everyone by default is happy. Because it's still in the range of statue after all. Not everything. Actually, I don't think it like retroactively works. Like placing this stuff, they still do have the demands, it looks like. Crafting dailies also count, I see. Can get it all, eh? Twitch stone. Boog. There it is. Factoring every 3 factory drained. 5 casinos. Okay, Nick Genelo. How we doing, man? This a bit to the side there. The Pipiega Tower. Yeah, the factories don't get any demands, so that makes things way easier. Alright, the need of gas, explosives. So this we need to build so it doesn't interact with that. Don't build it there, bro. So whenever it's in range, it's just gonna be a boom. If we build it here, I think there is no boom. Well, I don't see the contours, right? So unless there is something inside the buildings that will actually work. Alright, perfect placement. Good, I didn't. Okay, now we're not placing this any close. Where do you guys want it? Some electricity? It seems like only one there. This one. Just get them electricity, I guess. Fine. How's good, Nick Gen? How's life? Yeah, what if when you like isolate it with other buildings, does it work as some sort of protection, or it still might ignite and go boom? I am not so sure. Sick to fill some holes. Okay, let's see if we get that. To finish this, we need some roof here. Oh, there is a roof actually. Nice. Ooh, perfect. A really good roof. People happy again. Ah, see, they happy. 69%. Spook. Okay, water. Oh, water. Yeah, water leaks actually. Everything was below. Okay, water is tricky then. So where in the fuck we actually gonna put it? Will this work? Technically gonna destroy everything below. I wonder how that will work. That might end badly. Alright, I guess that didn't kinda work. Seems like. Didn't actually destroy much. Unless like these all kind of like dead now. It's still 183, just like it was. Teenager, I see. The whole week of laziness. Why not? It's nice sometimes. It's nice. Every once in a while. It's good to be lazy. There are more people in need of that gas there. I should put that one here. God, a little more mad now. Come on. No mad yet. Alright, so we need more gasoline endurers again. Let's do it this way. Back to happy again. Casino time. Oh shit, that might be Monka actually. Structural integrity? I don't think so, but if there's like some explosions and stuff. Why? It doesn't do anything other than always being there for you. Okay, sure. Can be here for me. Based. Playboy. Alright. Achievement unlocked. Structural integrity, not that I noticed yet. There are explosions and other things that might happen. Like when you put like, you know, a lot of not a lot, just in general, like, you know, like the gas supply towards something that is flammable, that's gonna be boom. Like the water supply apparently might be ruining everything under it. That's so far kind of the scariest shit, really. The Kowloon Walled City, seems like it. Place 100 houses. Okay, they're not kind of not very happy, man. Need to fix that. There's some water endurers here. Maybe I should try to put this here. See if we can get that water so there is nothing to sink under. You can need to plan a little, which I mean I obviously don't do, since I kind of don't even know what's happening. But normally you need... Okay, another casino. Yeah, this is my casino pyramid here. I guess I can explode it too, because casino kind of did its job. Oh, that's the explosion actually. So like, do we care about the casino? No. Oh, it was 100 people there. Alright, unlucky. Shonidare though. Not sure if that was that good. Alright, fine. So it was 100 people there, rip. Feels bad, man. Smiley face. Critical happiness level 55%. Still going there. I feel like it doesn't really like go anywhere though. Like it doesn't go in like bigger and bigger there. That's the water tank. Alright, so I want to put it so we don't, you know, leak everything behind and below rather. How to do that better? Technically if I put one here, that'll be super good. Oh yeah, that will be just destroying the 2 floors below. That still looked like net not that good. At least we supplied the water needs, so that's good. That's very pogue. Perfect placement, bro. It was for a bit. Okay, so that's not a good idea. Now we know. Now we know how it works. Wasn't that many people dying though, compared to explosions. See if we can get some water down there. Yeah, I wonder what's like the better... I guess the better way is to use the solid platforms. I was kind of like planning to keep them for the explosions. But maybe I shouldn't. Basically, alright, it's kinda not that good, huh? Need to get more of them. Support buildings here. Okay, let's do this one. So I maybe will be able to build it there. But then it will be fine. Hopefully. Seaportable, I see. It's an interesting concept to explore, though, in some video games and stuff, I would say. Not only, but since we are more into the video games enjoying. It's just a genuinely interesting socially, politically, economically thing, I would say, even from every aspect. Can you get like some of those support buildings more often somehow, I wonder? Building all this fiesta, and they're already not very happy. I guess those water experiments weren't a good idea. Those sacrifices that we made weren't that good, huh? Not a casino, alright, sure. Oh, it's the casino. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's see. Okay, something good finally. Ooh, another statue. Damn, statue is super good. And just randomly satisfies all the needs of people. There we go. Farming them smiley faces. Oh, the Kowloon Horror City, alright. Yeah, it's interesting to, in general, kind of explore like those like specific environments where the development, you know, like the society and human personality goes a little like different. Kind of what I liked with in Fallout, you know, like vaults, for example. But would be nice, like something, but you know, with some like, I don't know, like psychologists, you know, experts who would actually try to kind of make, you know, like the some sort of like projection, I guess, of that. Yeah, how could it go? Like if you put all the people in some specific environments and everything. Even like on the smaller scale, kind of like the vaults, for example, in like Fallout. Just creating those. I mean, that's what Voltec did. Making some of those small social experiments that sometimes are going out of hand. Yeah, sort of portable, yeah. But more kind of like not an experiment, but like exploring it from like the gaming perspective. So you do be making choices, but how they will actually go. Yeah, the factories don't get any like demands. I'm just kind of like building them separately here in the full PPG mode. Because then if needed, we also can explode them without losing much. Actually, good question, because it might be losing some. Alright, you guys need some fuel. We can provide you some. A platform. Okay, actually, if I get the platform... So we can supply water, maybe. I wonder if I get like the platform this way and then we put the water on it. Technically, it shouldn't go through the solid platform that way. So let's try that way. Maybe I'll be able to. Yeah, like I actually like for a while I was sort of like I heard that. Like it's not something we were like talking and hearing a lot back in the day, back home. So whenever I was like first hearing about that stuff, I was like, damn, that's some like fictional stuff or whatever. Like the Kowloon Walled City and stuff. And then at some point I was like, shit, that wasn't actually fictional. I did not know for a while. It's kind of the same as like, you know, a lot of like space related experiments and everything. Had all those like when people were like put in all those situations, you know, dealing with each other, a very small group people for a long time and everything. I mean, I have the social experiment right here, you know, with 3 people who were all, you know, living alone before, and now they just, you know, throw in 3 of them together in a completely different country, dropping everything behind. We do have some of our own small, you know, social experiment going here. So far, not too bad. There's already some stuff though starting sometimes, like someone is, you know, like not cleaning after them well in the kitchen, those kind of things. Someone being mad about it and all. Life being worse than fiction. That's exactly what I kind of like would love to see in from those things. A little more of this, like, you know, maybe brutal but realism, you know. Like when it's post-apocalypse, you know, like some actual post-apocalypse. Somewhat. Nah, I'm actually decent at that stuff. I'm here actually way more decent than I am at home. Like I'm super lazy at home. I could have like, you know, like the road in the dust basically between like PC, you know, bathroom and kitchen, because I don't really need anything myself and for myself. But as soon as other people are involved, I am very responsible with that stuff. So I do be... Yotan, yeah, it's like, I don't know, like that's why like streaming is going, like, you know, that like consistent for me and everything compared to many other things I did before in my life, because I know that there are people who, you know, who wait for my stuff, who wait for me to show up and everything, and that's why I'm very consistent with that. Okay, these guys have a lot of needs and we don't have tools to provide right now. That I'm not sure actually. How do we get in the situation where we start getting those resources to provide them? We get to 5,000. I'm getting a bit mad there. And because of the unhappy stuff. Alright, so we can provide some... I guess already they kind of fine with though. I think mostly. Okay, I guess this we can do. It's kind of saving that for the water though, but whatever, I guess. We take all... Oh, okay, that will do. It's not good enough. The hive cities, yeah. The huge apartments and stuff. I mean, that happens in many places, really. If there is a lot of, you know, like the immigrant workforce and everything, quite often they min-max the prices and stuff. Headed at home. Now the dudes, for example, who lived with my friend, who is here now, in the house, they went to South Korea, working on the construction site, even though they have nothing to do with the construction really, but you know, it pays well. And they are happy to get new people to do that work for them. And yeah, they all kind of live not in the best, in the, you know, not in the best environments there. 500 population, number increase each time you get another from the casino. Oh, damn, the jackpots. We're gonna get 5,000 this way. There it is. 5,639 PPGs live there. Okay, so we actually managed to do it before they riot. Happy, sad, dead. Well, I would say happy still more than sad and dead, so that's a win in my book. That's a win in my book. Oh, it's on the mountain now, you can build also, right? End of the land, then free mode. Then got a bunch of other stuff going here. Then you have like a lot of unlocks in the meta progression and stuff too. Yeah, now we can do some of this. Every factory in touch gives 5 buildings from themselves and gets drained. One random requirement and generates 3 brick roofs. Or brick roofs. I guess it's like the solid roof that you can put stuff on. 2 more of itself when destroyed. Ah, interesting. So you can like do the explosives on this one and get more of this. A lot of dang shit here then. Cool, eh? Happiness decreases below 50%. This building forgives half of the deaths, gives a 1 from each factory, and lets you draw another special ones. Oh, school seems kinda nice. Multiple families in one house. Ooh, that's still very common back home for sure, and here too. Well, they just, you know, like you see like one house, and then it's like this split in the hall, for example. That's normal. And that's normal. They kind of build them as duplexes nowadays already from the beginning, but now that when they build from the beginning as duplexes like that, they're kind of fine at least. They planned like that. But some of the old houses that are split in half like that, they like, yeah, quite something. Especially when it's like, you know, different like wealth of like families after that. And you see like one half is, you know, like all like renovated and beautiful, and another half is like completely, you know, like being ripped. Yeah, the block merging and stuff is really cool here. Like, there's a lot of these like cozy games now, right? Where you just like Summer House, for example, where you just kind of like Townscaper, I think, right? Where you just like build stuff and it just kind of arranges itself beautifully. And this one does the same, but you also kind of get, you know, like some puzzling a little to do there, I guess. Semi-detached, all right. But here in general, like in Armenia, for example, people live in like huge families all the time. Because like the income levels are pretty low. The prices for everything are pretty high. Like the price here right now for like food and everything is more than back home. And that's like, you know, in the capital. And we are not in the capital here. And the income is way low. So yeah, people have big families because it's just more optimal financially. And yeah, whenever everyone who kind of like moved here now, everyone pretty much at some point at least lived in some like huge, you know, like some co-livings, some people in just like renting apartment for a lot of people, renting house for a lot of people. Way cheaper, it was until conversion rate for currency happened. Like Armenian dram is a really stable currency, like it's pretty like solid in that sense. So yeah, whenever it started to get like better towards like, you know, the Russian currency and stuff. Like people who moved here the first year, they were just like rolling, man, because it was like 7 drams for 1 ruble, and now it's like 4. So the difference is quite. But for locals, it still was like bad, regardless. Before or now, it was still kind of not very good. And yeah, I thought so. The rent is cheaper. But it's only here because it's like not the capital. So we're paying 400 for 3 rooms apartment, which is good. But then we go into Batumi soon, Georgia, and that's gonna be already 800 at least, probably. 700 they said for 3 rooms. Don't even. Nah, Georgia is even worse. Because Georgia, like Batumi, is a touristic city, so, and the summer is coming, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of bad. The food price and everything gonna be the same, probably, more or less, though, so that's gonna be fine. But the rent, it's like pretty much everything. As soon as people started like running from Russia and stuff, everywhere they were running, prices went ham. Like Serbia now in Belgrade is crazy. All the countries nearby, Armenia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, all those places are also became super expensive now, especially capitals. Well, in general, like market all over the world is not doing that well in terms of rent, in terms of realty. So, yeah, not that boga. Even back home, shit is expensive, to be honest. Like we checked the prices recently, it's crazy too. So yeah, it's just overall, I guess. It's just overall. If you go to some small town or something, that's better. But the problem with small towns, like today, for example, my stream started with the blackout. So like for an hour, I had no electricity. So that was a late start. In the end, because of that, sadly. Capitals always cost us, yeah. But like in smaller countries, capitals are like pretty much like the good places. Like we're lucky here. We only had like this was the first blackout that interrupted my stream basically in 7 months. There was also 2 disconnects of the internet, but that was like last 30 minutes of stream, so not that bad. Sometimes problems with water pressure mostly. Sometimes it's completely out in summer, especially during the day, might happen. So there are those nuances. So like capital, kind of you pay more, but in capital at least most likely you're gonna have decent infrastructure. Like we're gonna go to Uzbekistan later. October, after Georgia, we plan to go to Uzbekistan. And like I would love to go to Samarkand directly, for example, because it's like ancient city, amazing things to visit, and not capital, so cheaper. But the problem is there, like whenever you look at it, just like are there some districts when it's stable, and yeah, I couldn't find any. Like anywhere you kind of risking to get some like blackouts and stuff, especially in winter. So we're gonna end up in Tashkent most likely, and Tashkent is also expensive. Yeah, pretty much. Like here is kind of not too bad actually. Like the city is like pretty good. I don't know. Like I think it's because like a lot of people moved here because it was cheaper, and a lot of people moving like brought a lot of money in, so they kind of like invested a lot into infrastructure. They basically just kind of like were playing the tycoon good. Instead of some dumb shit, they actually like invested. Like roads are building now and everything. Like they did a good thing. So this city is actually really good so far for like expat life pretty much, because the rent is way cheaper from like Yerevan, for example, and you kind of close. Yeah, Samarkand we're gonna visit for sure. I'm gonna IRL from there like 100%. We'll see how the mobile internets are in Uzbekistan. Like here mobile internet is super good. Like 2 SIM cards, I'm mostly like solid. You can just walk around streaming unless you go inside the building, because everything is built out of stone here. And yeah, connection drops hard. So yeah, we're gonna go to Samarkand 100%. But we're gonna stay in Tashkent though, most likely. And Tashkent is also like gonna be like $800 or something. Like dude, like I don't imagine like people living there, because like salaries sometimes are like $200. Same here too. Like people were like looking for people to work. Like there's like this like Russian Amazon, a zone. There's also Wildberries, it's called. They deliver here, and it's like the best way actually to get something, to be honest, still. And they were looking for like, you know, people who will be just giving, you know, people their orders and everything in the store. And they pay like $200 per month. And you work like basically like full 40 hours a week, sometimes even more. Like sometimes it's like less hours, but you work with no day offs, for example, because they work all day, every day. $200. And the rent, like, yeah, here at least for 3 rooms we pay 400, eh? But yeah, it's just like all your money just on the rent gone. And in some places, yeah, like in Tashkent, for example, like the prices are like ridiculous, but the rent is like the salary is not that good. Eh? That's why people have like huge families and everything most of the time. It's just cheaper that way. Just cheaper that way. Like it's unironically, I think like better to go to like Thailand or something. Just because of like the rent and food and everything is gonna be kind of cheap there. Not to mention there is also this little nuance as, you know, actual winters. Like we actually were paying like $100, I think, for like heating and everything. Which I mean, obviously, like for Europe probably sounds like nothing, but it's quite chunky. Especially since you're like Thailand or something, you just don't pay that. Might be paying AC though, in summer especially. But here actually in summer you're also gonna need AC. It's hot. Like sun in the mountains is ridiculous. Like I left my like GoPro in the window. Couple of streams already when the sun is out, and like 10-15 minutes and it just turns off, and you just like touch it, like the metal parts on the tripod, they just like they burn. They burn, man. The sun is insane. Alright. But yeah, this game is actually really cool. I like it. Like, I played those